America, and I'm your ticker guy coming at you again from wonderful Niceville, Florida, with yet another episode of Nobody Committed Any Crimes. For those of you that are new to the series, let's reprise what Gary Johnson has said, along with pretty much all of the other political candidates.
None of them committed any crimes. 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 None of them committed any crimes.
The update this evening is from Reuters, expanding on a story I ran on the ticker a while back, and I quote, "The Justice Department is conducting a criminal probe into whether the world's biggest banks manipulated a global benchmark rate that is at the heart of a wide range of loans and derivatives. What's being referred to here is known as LIBOR, or the London Interbank Offered Rate. LIBOR influences home mortgages, car loans, and even some credit cards. But the real scandal, if indeed the criminal manipulation occurred, isn't found there. That scandal is in the more than $300 trillion derivative market, where a move of as little as 1 basis point, just 1/100th of 1%, could result in a bank making tens of millions of dollars, perhaps in just a few minutes, if you knew in advance where the rate would be set on a given day. The correct way to think of this little scheme, assuming that the informant who is squealed in Canada that I reported on previously is telling the truth, is that of a blackjack player who is sitting in the #1 seat and has managed to swap in a marked deck. Before he bets, he knows what the top card in the shoe is, and thus he knows in advance what he's going to be dealt. If the house plays against him for any length of time, it will go bust, since he can bet more every single time he has a 10 and bet less or not at all when he is about to get a trashy card such as a 4, 5, or 6. Of course, derivatives are negative-sum games. If the bank manipulated rates to obtain inside information on an impending fix and thus effectively stole a profit on a given day, somebody else lost. That somebody else is probably a customer of the bank, such as a pension fund, insurance company, or other entity that has bought debt of some sort and is trying to hedge its exposure. So if this did happen, and of course this is at this point an investigation and not proven, it is definitely not a victimless crime. You, dear viewer, are almost certainly the one who got screwed, directly or indirectly. But let's remember, folks, even though there is now an active criminal investigation, there are plenty of politicians who continue to insist that nobody committed any crimes. I will continue to ask that you demand a better quality of politician, one who's not on his knees before those very same banksters, dismissing their conduct as just a mistake before he's even bothered to investigate it. Have a good day.